Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This video is way long overdue. I was originally gonna film it back in end of December, but then I had some stuff in my personal life come up. Excuse the dog. Yeah, so I had to postpone filming this until now. So yes, I do have my Hannah Bahng stuff because I did go see her on her tour. So yes, these were some of the freebies I got, and then I bought her little Zimmy. Cute. So yes, and then I have this freebie. So yes, I have lots to store today, so grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever. You're gonna need it because it's gonna be another long one, so let's get into it.
Hey guys, editing me here. I forgot to address the elephant in the room. That is, I finally have a desk to film on, so no more foldable table for us. Yay! I did also make a card with all the supplies I use, so it'll be linked in the description. I also did finally figure out how to make timestamps, so timestamps will be down below if you want to skip to certain collections of mine. Yeah, I am also trying something new in this video where I use colored fillers on the cards I have on the way or on hand. I also did have to refilm some of the clips in this video because I did not like the lighting in them. So yeah, if the video's a little wonky, that's why.
Okay, we're gonna start with the misc binder like always. I did move it to the composition binder. And I also put some chuu stuff in the front since she is my bias in mix. To start, I do have some boy cards. I did move the boys to the front. And I think it looks better because now I have a spread of crafty. But yes, to start, I've been really... Hold on. Sorry, I was interrupted by Mr. Blue. This is Blue, everyone. If you'll say hi. Say hi, Blue. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to let him go really fast. Kitty! Anyways, back to what I was saying. I've been getting into Anteem recently. I've listened to their songs on Google Drive. I've watched some of their music videos, but not all of them. And anyways, I did buy some other cards secondhand. I did not buy the album's first press, but I did buy two Back to Life cards. I have this Chuu and I have this Hybe. I think these are my top two and Anteem, and then my third bias is K. But yes, I do have Anteem cards to store, and I'm going to store Chuu first, and then Hybe second. But that's all I have for Anteem. And then the last boy group card I have will go in the very back. I did pull this Ricky and my Never Say Never group digipack, and I decided to keep him, so I'm going to store him here. And then the next cards I have are for mix, and this is my mix stack today. A very big stack for mix. To start, I did buy Stick Out because they were selling it at Target, and I did pull this chuu album card, this Bay Target card, and then this Haywan and Lily unit. So I'm going to store them in arrow order. So after this break Target card that I have. And I did sell one of my break Lily cards, so I might buy chuu's equivalent of that card now to get some more chuu cards. That's it for this page. And then I did buy the Valentine version of Blue Valentine. I did pull this Lily Target card, and Lily is my second bias. So I'm going to store her first. And then I did buy these. I did pull this chuu, and then I had to trade for this chuu and this chuu and Solian unit. And I'm just going to store them like so. Actually, I'm going to switch it like that. Okay, and then for the Chaos version, I did get her Apple card and her unit with Kyujin. So that'll go here. But that's all I have for MX today. I have 3 full pages of MX. That's exciting. And then I do have Purple Kiss cards. I did go see them on their tour back in 2024, and then they just recently disbanded, and I am very distraught about that. But I did get some Swan cards from I Miss My. They're one of their most recent albums before they disbanded. But so yeah, I'm just gonna store them here. Like so. And then the last card I have, I did buy this Unso sequence card. I'm trying to sell my Sola and my Yongjung I had. So yeah, please buy those for me so I can borrow more Unso cards. But I'm going to store it here. And that's all the cards I had for the Miss binder today. Okay, next we have my now just P1 Harmony binder. I only have 1 card for them, and it goes all the way in the back on this page. I do have a random Teo, this Teo. Someone DM'd me on Instagram asking me if I knew where this card was from, and I helped them find it, and then we traded a Toys card for it. So yes, that card will go there. And that is all the cards I have for P1 Harmony today. Okay, next binder we're going to work on is boy groups. Please ignore that shadow right there, right here. Please ignore it. To start, we're going to start with NCT. I did downsize this collection a little bit since the last time you saw it. I think for now on, I just want to get whatever cards I can get. But I don't have any 127 cards. I think most of my cards are NCT Dream. Oh, Jaehyun's falling out of the sleeve and Johnny. To start, I do have a couple ISTJ cards. I did buy his extrovert version, this card. Cute. So this card will go here. I think that's the first era I want to complete entirely for Dream is ISTJ. So yes, and then I did one of my Atrium Gomes on Instagram sold me his vending machine card. This is one of my favorite ISTJ cards ever, so he's literally so cute in this card. So it'll go here. That's all I have for ISTJ. The last card I have for Jaemin is this Beat It Up card. I did buy his digipack when I went to the K-pop store last. I pulled Jisung, but I was able to find a trade for Jaemin. So yes, I have Beat It Up for Jaemin, and then I just need a Back to the Future card for him. And then the next card I have for NCT, I did decide to keep my Haechan Go Back to the Future card that I pulled in my digipack because he's too cute and I love Haechan dearly, so he will go here. And then the last card I have for NCT is I did buy Pop Pop when I went to that same K-pop store. I bought the Rojo case, but I did pull this Riku. He is too cute to trade, so I'm going to be keeping him. So he is my first official card from my small NCT Wish collection. So now officially I have 1 card from each unit in this binder. Exciting, but that's all I have for NCT. And then I did move The Boys collection in here, and I did downsize a little bit on it. But I do want to get more Hackneyan cards. So yes, so this is where this collection is. And then for xlov, I only have 1 card. It's from their new album. I did buy the N version of the album, and I pulled this card. Here. He looks super sexy, and I love this card. Very cunty. So this card goes here. I did pull Wumuti, but then I sold it. So I just need to buy the last 3 cards, and then this album will be incomplete because I did downsize on the special packs because they are too hard, and this is supposed to be a casual collection. So yes, so just the photo books right now. So I'm only missing 3 cards to have Hyun caught back up again. But that is all I had for this binder. Okay, next we're gonna do the girls. To start, I have a Red Velvet card. I have I have this Chill Kill photo book card that I bought. Here she is. Beautiful. This card will go here. And then I do have 1 more card, but it is not for Yeri. I didn't bring in a page. Let me get a page. I did buy Yeri's poster version for Chill Kill, and I pulled this Joy. And then originally I did put her up for trade, but then I decided I wanted to keep her because Joy is my second bias, and I love this Joy. And I do want to buy some of the Red Velvet solos, so like Sulgi and Wendy and Joy. So this will start my extra Red Velvet page. So I have a Joy. And that is it for Red Velvet. If you've watched my channel before, you will know I used to collect Yoon of Stacy. But I was having a little bit of turmoil with my Stacy collection because I wasn't really feeling it anymore. I wanted to drop it entirely. I did realize that it was because I had a bias change. So now I am collecting Xian instead of Yoon. All my Yoons are up for trade or sale on my Instagram. So please trade or buy with me so I can get rid of them. So yes, I'm only collecting Teen Fresh Forward for right now. So this is the first page. I have nothing for this. And then I did already have this US card, so it's where it's supposed to be. I did buy her Digipack cards for Teen Fresh in a set. And here they are, cute. I love her orange hair in this era. So, yes. I think I wanted this one in first. And then this one. So, yes, that's all I have for Teen Fresh. And then Metamorphic, I did get to keep this unit. But I did, my good friend on Instagram, who's a Stacy Gome, gifted me 2 Stacy cards for free. She did give me this Sayun and Jay unit for Metamorphic. So now I just need to get the selfies, and then this page will be recomplete. And then I did pick up the platform version for this, and then the played version for S. And then I also have both of her S cards. The same person who gifted me that unit also gave me this card. This card goes here. And then I pulled this card originally, and I haven't been able to trade it or sell it, so we get to keep her. So now the photo books are done for us, and I just need the plave. And then I want it right here. And then I did keep this extra page of Yoon. So yes, that is actually all the cards I have for this binder today. Next, we're going to work on 8 turn. I have made a lot of really good progress for this binder in the last couple months. So to start, I do have a debut card. I do have this Sangan. So I'm only missing 5 photo book cards, and then this easy cards will be done, and then I just have to worry about the harder cards. For Uncharted Drift, I did find the rest of the photo book cards I needed. I do have the last 2 Yungyus and this Sangan for this page. So yes, and then I do have Yoonsun's Polka as well. So this page is done for Yoonsung, and I just need Yoongyu and Sungun's Polkas to finish this page. And then same thing with this page. I have the last 3 photo book cards I was missing. So yes, I'm just missing some Polka cards, and then this album will be complete. And then for Uncharted, no, this is Stunning. For Stunning, I'm missing all but 1 card now. For this page, I have 3 of the Polkas in this outfit. This Songan is my personal favorite. I love this card. He is so cute in it. So yay, this page. Okay, and then for this page, I do have this Songan album card I was still missing. And then I have, oop, I almost dropped him. The last 2 Polka cards for this page. So yay, this page is done as well. So exciting. And then I have the last 2 Polkas for this page. So the only card I'm missing is this Songan card, and he's also in this outfit. So yes, if you guys have him, please trade with me or sell him to me. I would love to finish this album entirely so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Moving on, I have Lego complete. And then for Electric Heart, I do have the last 4 cards I needed. I have Yoongyu set here. And then I have Songan set. So this page is officially complete. It's not very cohesive at all, but what can we do? I can't really fix that. And then I have some extra cards. I did buy this stunning pop. If you remember, I think it was 2023 when Makestar did this, but they did the little orange and orange blanket pobs for literally every group, I feel like, at that point. But I did get Yoonsung's for fairly cheap, so he will go in here. And then I did buy 3 of his 6 Like a Friend cards. I do have his album card and then his Everline and Who's Fan Cafe card. I think there's one more Everline and one more Who's Fans Cafe card, and then there's like a fan meet card that I don't think I'm ever gonna get, but it's worth a shot. So yes, this page is done. And then I have all my electric heart pops I joined group orders for. To start, I have Million Music. I think this one's the offline and this one's the online card. This card is one of my favorite pops I own of his. He's so cute. And speaking of electric heart, it was announced a couple days ago that Yoonsung is officially returning from his hiatus, which is exciting. They're also releasing a digital single on the 28th of January. So yes, if editing me is able to hear the song before I get this uploaded, let me know how it is. If not, we'll figure that out another time. Sorry, these cards are not being nice to me. There we go. And then I have this card, which is a Hello Life card. He's got a cute little puppy doll. There we go. And then I have his little bunny onesie card from Makestar. Cute. And then I have this one, also from Hello Life, but he's also super cute. So yes, so that is actually all the cards I have for 8 turn today. Okay, next we're gonna work on ateez. This binder has seen a lot of changes. For one, new cover. I did have to move them into a 2-inch binder, which hopefully doesn't fill up this year, but I have a feeling it will because there's only, there we go. There's only like that much room left, so we shall see. To start, I do have a Fever Part 1 card as soon as I flip the page. I did buy the last platform card I needed to finish off this top row here. So the only card I'm missing is the actual album card, which is going to take me a while, but yes. And then I don't have a card until Spin-Off Era. I did buy one of Yeosong's Witness version cards. It's the set 1. So this card will go there. So yeah, just missing 4 cards to finally finish this a year after I picked it up. And then I do have Outlaw cards. I did find someone selling a set of 3 cards of Jungle's cards on Macari. So for the A version, I have his Sprout card and then one of his Speaking cards. I still need to find the other one, but we shall see. Jungle's usually a fairly cheap member, so I'm not too worried at the moment. The only thing I do worry about is this Digipack card, but I don't even have for that yet, so yes. And then I do have a Z version card, his little peace sign card. I'm just missing his glasses card, and then this page will be complete. Cute. And then the last cards I have are for In Your Fantasy, so I gotta go all the way back here. I did get downsized the Poca non-selfie cards just because they are really expensive and I wasn't in the mood to find them for cheaper prices, so I did buy a set of the limited cards instead, and I bought this set. I think this set was the most cohesive I could find. Yuno's not very cohesive at all. Yeosong's almost very cohesive. I think Jungle's the only one that actually matches fairly well. So yeah, this page is done. I have Golden Hour Part 3 done. And we are moving on to Golden Hour Part 4, which I did set up for. Yeah, so here's the A version, the Z version, Digipack page, the Poca non-selfies, and then Digipacks. And then the rest of the Poca selfies, because you get 2 of them instead of just 2 for each version. Yeah, the albums for this, like the physical photo books for this album look really, really cute, and I'm so excited to buy them. But yes, that is all I had for this ateez binder. Okay, this is my ateez Pop and 9 non-album binder. Ooh, I don't know what I was trying to say there. I do have more Golden Hour Part 3 pobs and stuff. Where does that start? Here. I do have another card for this spot here. This is a Hello Live pob, and this card will go with these other white outfit matching cards here. So yes. And then the next card I have is the one in the hat from, this is Soundwave, I think. So yes, this card will go here. Stop moving, camera. Thank you. Okay, and then I do have this card. I do not remember what store this is from because it doesn't say it on the back, but I will put it on the screen. So yes, and it is double-sided, so that's super cute. So that is it for this page. And then I did finally get his pop-up exclusive. I finally just bought it because someone was selling it for cheap. And then my jungle that I pulled, I was able to trade it for 2 xikers cards, which you will see later. So that card will go here. Okay, and then the next 2 cards I have is from their membership kit from this year, from 2025, I should say. They did like a hotel themed kit, so cute. These will go here. And that is it for this page. And then I have another Mighty Tees card coming as soon as the Line Friend ships it out. And then I did join a group order for the KQ shop for Season's Greetings, so I do have this pop coming, and then whatever set I pull in my Season's Greetings. I do plan on filming an unboxing for that, so as soon as it gets here, I will film that. And then I did set up for the exclusive. I do plan on collecting for Golden Hour Part 4. And then I have an OT8 set to start today. One of my good friends on Instagram was making replicas of the cat ear pobs. As you can see. These cards are super expensive, or I shouldn't say super expensive. People keep overpricing them is what it's happening. So yes, I did join a group order for it. I originally thought I was getting my top 3, but then they sent me the OT8 set, so I will be keeping it. And I'm going to time-lapse me storing these so we don't have to sit here all day. So yay, there's that stored. Cute, cute. I love this set. And then the last card I have, I am going to collect OT8 for the US exclusive, which is the sobbing version. I don't know how that's going to look, but we'll find out eventually. I do have this jungle card from the In Your Fantasy tour. I think it was like a, not a trade, it wasn't part of the trading pack. It was like a little foil thing that you rip open and there was a card in it. Someone who proxies, I just asked for one thinking I was going to get but they only had someone in jungle. And I did pull jungle, so I am going to double side him on the back here. And he'll be here. But that is all I have for this binder. Okay, next binder we're going to work on is Loona. I did finally make a cover for this binder, so exciting. I love this cover. And I think once I get an extra copy of Flip That, I'm going to make an OT12 cover and then use this for this part. But for now, we just have this go on page from the album I cut up, and then this Kimlet postcard that I got for my Icarus album. To start, I did pick up Kimlet for Not Friends again. I'm still missing 3 of her cards. I do have Hyunjin's AR card. So yes, I just need Kinlips, and then this page will be done for Flip That wise. And then I have another Flip That card, but it's for the C version. I did buy this Hyunjin. And I think my goal, there's something in the sleeve, give me a second. I think my goal for this binder is to work on Hyunjin for Flip That, and then we'll worry about Kinlip, because Kinlip seems to be a lot harder right now. So I think that is a good goal to have. But that is it for BBC Loona. For Artemis, I did pick up Kinlip's Objects again, so I have Odd Eye Circle, and then the extra one they had to do for Odd Eye Circle, and then the doll Omas, and I do have the other doll Oma, the 313. All my Omas and objects are scanned, so you can't steal the digital, but I do have this one. Cute. And then Burn, I need 3 more, and then I need her license card, and then this is the pop I got for Icarus, and then I put the doll, clear card, and ID here on the back. And then for the Omas for Icarus, I'm going to collect my top 3, which is Lip, Jinsel, and Cherry, so Odd Eye Circle. Someone I bought a Twice card off of on Mercari was so kind and gifted me Kinlip's 301A Oma. It's very exciting. So I just need to buy her other two, and then this page will be done. And then I did pull this cherry in my omas I opened on my last video. So yes, this card will go here. I just need Ancient Soul, and then I'll have one of every member. But that is all I have for artms. Moving into loossemble, I do have these complete. I do have more Ever Music out cards. I almost said Object Music albums. No, wrong group. I do have Yojin's QR code card. She keeps wanting to fall out of the sleeve because these cards are super duper thick, and I don't know why they did that. And then for the space version Ever Music cards, I did buy Hyunjin and Yojin. So this piece, bottom row, is done. Just missing 4 cards for these page. These cards are going to be my biggest worry, but we'll worry about those later. And then I did buy Gowon and Haeju for my OT5 set, so the only card I need to finish this page is Yojin, which this card is cute, so it's a little harder. Moving on to One of a Kind, I do have an exciting card for this page. I did finally get her really hard card for this version of the album. I found someone selling it for fairly cheap too, which is exciting, and they still had it. So in she goes. Yay, this page is done. I'm so happy. And then I will be finishing the photo books for One of a Kind today because I did get this last Yojin I still needed. So now all I need to worry about is the Ever Music version cards because I am not collecting the units. I did find someone selling Hyunjin's set for fairly cheap, so I did buy it. I have her Let's Go Take Ibuprofen Together card, her QR code card, and then her selfie card. Yay, so I'm only missing 3 cards to completely finish One of a Kind, and these cards shouldn't be too hard to find, so I'm excited. And then for TTYL, I do have some photo book card progress. For this fantasy page, I did buy the last 2 Hyunjins I needed. I think I'm going to put the heart cheek in the middle, and then the peace sign here. And then I did buy the other Yojin I still needed, and she will go up top. So to complete TTYL in its full entirety for the photo books, I am only missing 4 cards, 2 Yojins and 2 Gowons. I did join a group order for these, and I'm hoping the Go goes through because these cards are really hard to find. But yes, and I still don't have progress for the Ever Music version, but that is my goal for this year, is to get some cards for this page. And then I did pick up more Chuu cards. I figured it'd be time that I just buy at least 1 copy of each release and then just keep whoever I pull. So for Christmas, I did get Only Cry in the Rain, and this is the card I pulled. She is so cute. I love this card, and I'm glad I pulled it. So I just need to buy Strawberry Rush, and then EXO My Cyber Love just came out, so this one won't be there for a little bit, but I do love the album. I do love EXO My Cyber Love. The title track does need to grow on me a little bit, but that's just me being nitpicky. And then Eve's, I need to buy I Did, and then Soft Air. And then whatever she does next will go on another page. And then I do have a card for this page. I did, in my extra One of a Kind album, I did pull this Haeju and Vivi unit. And I'm just going to keep it because I'm too lazy to trade it or sell it. So it'll go here. And that's actually all the cards I have for Loona today. Should have mentioned this, but this binder is getting so thick. I'm going to have to either upgrade this binder this year or I might split it. But I think upgrade would be the better option since I'm not really collecting that much in this binder. Okay, next binder we're going to work on is Twice. I did move them into a 2-inch binder, and yeah, so now they have lots more room now. I'm going to have to make a new cover because this cover likes to go everywhere. But yes, to start, I did set up for all the pre between 1 and 2 eras. So I have The Story Goes On, page 2, Twice Coaster Line 1 on this page, and then Twice Coaster Line 2, Signal, and then Twice Gram. And then in order to make my layout make sense, Merry and Happy had to do my top 3. So yes, I pulled Che. I did buy this at the K-pop store when I went right before Christmas. I pulled Chang for the pink back, Jihyo for the green border, and then I pulled Chuu for this set. So I do have Chuu. Cute. So I did sell Jihyo, but I still have Chang. If you would like to trade on my Instagram or buy her from me, that works too. And she's crooked. Okay, all fixed. And then, What Is Love? Summer Nights. I did get Summer Nights for Christmas. I did not pull Jungyeon, but these were the cards I pulled if you would like to trade. I am trading for this one already, so don't offer that one. But yes, and then we have Yes or Yes, Year of Yes, and then Fancy I was already collecting, so I do have one card for Fancy. I did get her name bubble card, which is very exciting, and this card will go here. So now all I'm missing is Ring Pop and the signature card, and then this page will be complete. And then Feel Special, More and More, Eyes Wide Open, Taste of Love, and then I do have some Formula of Love cards. I think I traded a twice card for her scratch card, but here's her scratch card. Cute, that'll go here. And then I did buy her Full of Love, one of her Full of Love cards, and this will go here. And I think for these earlier eras, I'm going to try to buy at least one copy of these albums before I start buying or trading for these albums. So yes. I think this is one of my goals for 2026 is to really focus on catching up on Twice. But yes. And then we're into Between 1 and 2 where this binder started originally. And then for Between 1 and 2 I do have Chuu's Target card. Here she is. She doesn't match the other two at all, but what can I do? So now this page is done, and now I just need to work on the OT9 set. I did buy Jungyeon's card. Here she is. Cute. So now I just need Momo, Sana, and Jaeyoung. I think the only one that really worries me is Sana, but she's usually a popular member, so she's usually very hard to get. And then Ready to Be, I did pick up the message cards. I have Jungyeon's on the way, but I think I can find Dahyun and Chuu's for fairly cheap. So yes. And then I need to work on the OT9 set. For With Youth, I did finally buy Dahyun's Bear Hat card. Here she is. Cute. She'll go here. And then I still need the Nemos. I still have this Chuu if you want to trade. And then I doubt I'm going to get this one anytime soon. But I will die hard trying. And I also moved my Nyan Digipacks to my Digipack page to help fill it up. So I just need this Nyan Digipack and then this page will be done. And then for the OT9 set, I did get Momo and Mina finally. So this page will be complete. Here they are. Cute. So yay, so I'm just missing 3 cards entirely to finish With You, and 2 of them are the Nemos, so yes, that's exciting. And then Strategy, I do have a Nemo for Strategy actually. I did buy her Step 1 Nemo. For someone was selling it for fairly cheap, so I just bought it instead of buying the entire Strategy Nemo thing. So here she is. Cute. So now I still have Nyan for this, and I did buy this one, but I pulled Momo. So if you want Nyan or Momo and have Jungyeon, DM me, trade me, please. And then I did move my highlight version with the Digipacks. I'm going to keep the highlight version in the middle just because it helps make the back make sense. But if I were to flip it, I think the other option I had was set it up like this. But I just for the sake of the backs matching and being cohesive, I'm going to keep it like this. So yes, but this page is done. And then for the OT9 set, I do have Jihyo and Mina. So now the only cards I'm missing to finish this are Momo and Sana. And I think Sana's the only one that worries me, but yes. So there's that Sage. And then this is I do have a Polaroid selfie. I did trade my Mina that I pulled for this. Cute. I still have Momo and Jihyo if you want to trade for these two. For Jungyeon, please. And then I did not buy 4 Digipacks originally for This Is 4, but they were selling Dahyun's at Target like a month ago, and I bought it. And I did pull Nyan's pre-order card, and then I pulled Chaeyoung for the selfie, but I was able to sell my Chaeyoung, and then I bought this Nyan. The seller took forever to send out the Nyan, but I finally have her now. So she goes here. And this Nyan is actually the reason why this video took forever to come out, because I was waiting on this card. But yes, here she is. So this page is done. I think this is my favorite Twice page. And then I am completing my OT9 set. And this page will be done. I did buy Sana. So now this page is finally done. So now the only cards I'm missing to complete this is just the Nemos. So yes, very exciting. And then their most recent comeback story goes on. I did buy the last Dahyun and the last Chuu I needed to complete this album in its to complete the cast version. If you remember, I did trade for this Dahyun and then she got lost in the mail. So, but I bought her and then I had to buy this Chuu again anyway. So now this page is finally done. So exciting. And then I do have Junghyun and Dahyun's cast version. If you watched my xikers unboxing, I pulled 2 episode versions in my episode version.
Flashback.
They gave me 2 cards, and I think they were only supposed to give me 1. So that's very odd.
Oh yes, I pulled Momo and Sana, and then I was able to trade for Junghyun and Dahyun. I did trade Junghyun from someone in Canada, so thanks to you, I got my first Canadian trade. So yes, all I need to complete this page is Chuu's episode version, which hopefully shouldn't be too expensive. I'll see. I think she was like 20 bucks on Poké Market, but I'm hoping it's cheaper elsewhere. And then I do have Cheon to complete my OT9 set. Here she is. Cute. So yeah, that Chuu episode version is the only card I'm missing to complete The Story Goes On. Because I'm not collecting the Party Lovely version for now. I might collect it for Junghyun later on, but not right now. And then for their 10th anniversary, on the actual day of their 10th anniversary, if you like searched up twice on Google, they give you like a random like photo card that you could get. And so someone who is a GOM made replicas of those cards, and I just got my top 3. Here they are. Here's what the back looks like. Super cute. So I figured since they're in the Story Goes On outfits, I can just add them to the back of the page here, and then that'll end The Story Goes On. So yes, here's that page. So cute. And then some of the earlier Twice eras had like more than 9 cards, so I put them on this extra Junghyun page. So I have the 2 What Is Love cards, the 2 Summer Nights, Yes or Yes, Fancy, Feel Special, and then Eyes Wide Open here. And then that just goes into this previous page I already had. So yes, and then Target was selling their most recent album and Japanese album, Enemy. I did pull Momo and Nayeon for these. I did trade my Momo for this Junghyun. I still have this Nayeon if you want to trade for the other Junghyun I need. I'll put her on the screen on what she looks like. But yes, this is how this page will look now. And then the Enemy album did come with the group card, so I'm going to add it to this extra member page I have. And that'll go here. But anyways, I'm going to end on this page. But that's all I have for Twice today. Okay, last group we're going to go through today is xikers. This is now the album card binder, and I did make a new cover out of one of my extra albums. I love this cover so much more. To start, I do have some cards from their debut. That always wants to come out of the sleeve. I do have a card for this page. I do have Yoojun's phone card. So exciting. Or the non-signature set. So now I'm just missing 3 cards for this page, and then Seon's US exclusive, and then this page will be done. And then I have lots more cards for this page. I do have Yoojun's signature card for the hiker version, yes. I almost said tricky version, and that's not completely right. And then I do have, what is this? The store platform for Seon and Jinmin. So this bottom row will be complete. Oh, there's a hair in there. There we go. So yeah, I'm just missing Seon's hiker set, and then this page will be done. And then I don't have anything until Spur. I do have the last Yoojun I needed to finish this page. Here he is. So now this page is finally complete. And then I do have the last Jinmin I was missing for this page. So now this page is complete. Yay. And then I do have all the Pokecards I was missing. I have Jinmin's and Yujin's red outfit cards. Yay. And then I have Seun and Yoonjun's QR code cards. And then I have Yujin's black outfit card. So now Spur entirely for the album cards is complete. So exciting. And now we can work on this era, Wrecking the House. I do have 4 cards for this page. I have this card coming in a go, so it'll be here next video. But for the tricky version, I do have this Jinmin. I just got him in the mail today, so yes. And then I have Jinmin and Seun for the X version. And then I have Jinmin for the hiker version. So yes, I just need any sort of Yujin for this page. And then I think we'll be at a good spot. And then I have a lot more cards for this page. I do have all 3 members for the tricky version. I pulled some of these in my albums, and then I traded some of my pulls I did not need. Nice. And then for the X version, I'm just missing Jinmin, but I have Seun and Yujin for this page. And then for the hiker version, I just have Jinmin. So to complete Jinmin entirely for the photo books, I'm just missing this one, and it's the really, really cute one where he has where his hair has a heart, where his hair is into a heart. So that's my only card I worry about for this album, but otherwise, not too bad at progress. So yes, and then we move on to the Poke version. I only have 2 cards for this page. I have Jinmin's QR code card, and then I have Seun and Yi-chan's unit. So yes, Poke cards are the ones I need to worry about more, but yes. And then for the K-ring version, I just have the QR code card. So yes, that is all the cards I have for this binder for this video. The last binder we're gonna go through today is xikers 2, or aka the pop binder. I did have to separate the binders. To start, I did get some of my group orders in for Spur. The majority of the ones I've been waiting on. Let me adjust this really fast so you can actually see. Yes, this is the stack for this binder. Not too shabby. I'm just going to store these, and then if you're curious what store they're from, go ahead and leave a timestamp in the comments. But yes, I did try to be cohesive and keep the similar outfits together. So yes. And I still have more of these coming, and then I joined a couple for Wrecking the House, but I am trying to be better about my spending, especially for xikers, as they are not my ult of ults. So yeah, we will have more to add to this binder this year. I think I might just go ahead and time-lapse me putting the rest of these in. Okay, all done. These are almost 3 full pages of just Spur. That's crazy. I do have more coming. And then for Wrecking the House, I just have my exclusives for right now. I have his international Pout version exclusive. And then I have the Barnes & Noble, the Target, and the Hello 82 card. I did not buy from Walmart this time, and I probably won't be buying from Walmart moving forward just because I don't like how their pops look and because we're currently boycotting Walmart the best I can. So yes, that's this page. And then the last card I am collecting OT10 for the international exclusive. I only have half the members right now. So I'm keeping Jianmin on this page and then putting the other 9 members on this page, or until I can find someone selling a 10 pocket page that actually fits my sleeves. But yes, I do have Sumin, Jinshik, Seiyun, and Yujun for this page. And then all I'm missing is Minjae, Junghoon, Hyunwoo, Hunter, and Yichan. These are, for some reason, they're still very expensive on Mercari US, so I'm gonna wait until either I find someone on Instagram selling them for cheap or until the prices go down on Mercari. But yes. And then the last card I have for this binder and this video is I have this Yujun Target Pop that I pulled, and I decided to keep him. So he will go on my extra cards here. But that is it for this binder and this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next video will be my photo card collection flip through. I will try to get it up as soon as possible, hopefully before the ateez come back and before my season's greetings for ateez comes in. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.